Alright, for number 9, we're going to construct a line parallel to the given line through the given point. So what you want to think about is you want to think about what your answer is going to look like. So we know our answer is going to be parallel, and parallel lines don't touch. So my answer is going to be something up here where that pink line is. So to do this, put your center on that given point, and now you just want to pick a number that goes through the line. So I'm going to pick 40, and I'm going to carry it all the way and make at least half a circle. And so this is step 1, and I drew a 40. So where it hit the line, I'm going to draw a dot and call that A. I'm going to ignore this one. I don't care about that where it touches. So just ignore it. So now I'm going to take my center and put it on A, and I'm just going to draw that 40 again. And you can see the 40 didn't hit where the X is. So like I said, we're ignoring that. So this new point where it hit the line, we'll call B. And now we're just going to work our way around again. Put your center on B, the point we just made, and draw 40 again. Now this is the reason why we continued our arc all the way up. So let me say, this is step 2, which was a 40, and this is step 3, which was a 40. And so these two arcs touch, they make a point, we'll call it C, and now we'll connect it with D, and we'll draw that line. So the two lines, the 2 points make a line. And now, one of the key things I want to see on your drawing, besides all these construction marks, and we'll call this step 4 for drawing the line, we'll put arrows on for the line, is we want to mark that they're parallel, and we do that by drawing an arrow in the middle. So that's how we make parallel lines. For number 10, now we're going to construct a line that is perpendicular to the given line. And so think about what perpendicular means. So perpendicular means it's going to be a line that goes through but makes a right angle. So all you need to do here is put your center on that given point. Let's go ahead and call that point A. Put your center, and now let's draw. This time I'm going to do a 30. You could do a 40 again, but see, it would miss the line. So I'm going to draw one that hits the line, and it has to hit the line on both sides. So we'll call this point over here B. We'll call this point over here C. That was step 1, and I drew a 30. So now when you go to do the next step, you're not going to choose the same number. It has to be a number bigger than 30. So now I'm going to choose 40, and I'm just going to draw an arc about halfway. So this is step 2. I drew a 40. Now I'm going to go to B and draw a 40. And so since I'm right-handed, it's kind of hard for me to draw that, so what I do is I just flip my paper and go to B and draw my 40. So this is step 3, and I drew a 40. So now I twist it back around. And so you can see the 40 I drew for step 2 and the 40 I drew for step 3. They touch here and here. Now you connect them. And when you do that, if you did it right, it'll go through A perfectly. So now what I want to see is, I want to see this little box, because that little box is what tells us that those two lines are 90 degrees. So again, we started on point A, we drew a 30. Then we went to point C and drew a 40. Went to point B and drew a 40. And then we connected the two dots where they intersected. And finally, number 11, construct a line perpendicular to the given line through the given point. So we want that perpendicular again. So it's going to be kind of like the last one, where it should make a right angle. So now, since the steps are actually the same, and number 10 I put my center on the given point. So I put my center on the given point. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my center on the given point. And so now this time, I'm going to draw a 30 again. And so when I draw that, so step 1 is a 30. When I drew that 30, it touched the line twice, at point B, at point C. Now we're just going to put our centers on those 2 points. And down below, now this is one where you could use the same number, so I'm going to use 30 again. So step 2 was a 30. And now I'm going to go to B and draw a 30. So step 3 was also a 30. And so they connected there. And so now I'm going to connect this point with the point that was given. And those 2 lines are perpendicular. So those are the constructions that you need to know how to do for the test.